Okay, Reggie. Before we get into today's segment, is there anything that you wanted to briefly speak on or shout out before we get started?
Uh, just right quick, Libras. Shout out to our Libras. It's y'all time of the month for birthdays, and just hope all you Libras have a happy birthday from Born First. So we just wanted to wish y'all happy birthday. Uh, Other than that, let's get going.
Okay. Obviously, the big news is that Diddy was arrested on charges of trafficking and racketeering, among other things. I know we did a live stream when it happened, but for those that weren't able to tune into that, I just wanted to get your initial thoughts on the arrest, as I know, that you predicted this, like the Keefe D one and other ones, and basically just get your thoughts and what you felt when you saw the news break.
Well, I was glad. I was glad. I was a few days off because I went a little deeper, and that was only just because I was just trying to hope for the anniversary of Keefe D arrest for my days to be correct. But it was obvious, it's not that I have any connections with law enforcement or anything like that. Trust me, they are not giving up any heads up. And you got to remember, and I just want people to understand that informants or snitches or a cop, they're not going to be out here putting stuff like that out on the unit YouTube or social media because of why? Let one of those cops get hurt when they're going to effect the arrest. Shit, I'll be the first one in jail because I endangered his life if I had some inside information. That's just like inside stock trading or something. So I would know a lot of you kids like to throw in the comment section and make these little comments and all of that. But I just say stuff for y'all to think about so y'all can stop making stupid ass comments. But other than that, you know, uh, it's obvious Diddy didn't take my advice and wasn't listening to me because it was funny to me that, or unfortunate that 24 hours before he was about to go to jail, knowing he had to turn himself in, he's still doing drugs. And y'all remember the second thing that I told him to do? If y'all ever really listen to Reggie Wright, I said, dog, check yourself in the rehab. Because when you go to prison or go to jail, that first couple of weeks, it's going to be hard, hard, hard. It's going to be rough on your ass. Get cleaned up. I'm sure Diddy is in there right now, shivering like a little bitch, shaking, shitting, throwing up, and going through major withdrawals. And so he don't even have time to concentrate on what's really happening to him right now because he's feeling like a piece of shit right now. And that's unfortunate. For those of y'all say, oh, he wasn't on drugs like that, or trust me, when they arrested him, he had some form of narcotics on him when he got arrested. And if anyone can tell that he had a drug issue, then you just being naive or you just a stupid motherfucker. So that would be my take. That would be my second part of my prediction or something that I try to help the brother by advising him. And it's obviously he didn't take my advice. You know.
So he had two court hearings where he was requesting bail or whatever, which ultimately got denied. But at the hearings, he was wearing street clothes. I wanted to get your insight because I know, way back in the day you were a jailer, and then later in life you did end up going to the Fed. So I wanted to get your insight on where is he now. What do you think? Is he being protected? Is he at risk? What do you think he's going through in the jail system right now?
Well, right now he's feeling his way out. But like I said, he's going through withdrawals right now. Okay, the reason why he was in the same outfit is because you have different departments or different sections within the jail facility, where he was in like the intake part of the NBC Brooklyn, and where you just come in and that's where you pretty much going through. You're like in a tank, which I'm sure he was in a a tank by himself, where you're just going back and forth, getting a lawyer visit, meeting with pre-trial probation officers, and just trying to get things ready so you can go to court. Now that he's in those 2 days, so that's why he was still in the same outfit. Probably had only had some sack lunches or something, real simple to eat if he had any appetite. Which, like I tell y'all, he was very, very going through withdrawals. So trust me, he's shitting like crazy, right? That first 2 or 3 days, because it's a big shock to you. A lot of even guys that been to jail several times, I'm sure, it's a major thing. The charges that he's been crime with, it's obvious that he didn't think was going to ever come. And so that's why he didn't, or he was prepared, and his attorney was telling him, hey, I'll be able to get you bail. You'll be out of here, which we found out that not to be inaccurate. And with the attorney, who I think he appears to be a good attorney, I would have had more of a presence. I would have had more attorneys in there where, to even try to scare those 6, deputy U.S. attorneys that, hey, y'all about to be in for a fight, with him just coming in there with 1 or 2 attorneys. But I'm sure they know his reputation, and they know what type of army he has probably behind him, meaning the attorney. So what he's going through right now is just pretty much getting ready, and now he's going over to the MBC Brooklyn. He's going over there that's where the people, that's like the county jail in your neighborhood, where everybody just fresh off the streets, in and out. They just coming off the streets. So niggas are still kind of wilding out. They not programming. They don't understand about the points and how you go for your different levels, from trying to get to a camp, a low, a medium, a high, or administrative, what they call it, which is generally the AXA, or I forget what they call it, ADA or something like that. They got a name for the Supermax prisons. And so those dudes right there, when you getting into there, they done been in there for a little while, and so they kind of know how to adjust. These dudes that's just straight off the streets, they still gang banging, and still a little wilding out and going through drug withdrawals and stuff like that. What I would warn him right now, first thing I would warn him is, because I know right now he got money, so everybody in there knows he has a little bit of money, and so you're gonna be getting niggas trying to come at you. Hey, homie, they call it a soft push, where you hang with me. Only thing you need to do is put about $500 to $1,000 on my books, on about 4 or 5 of our books, and we got you. So that's what dudes right now coming in the door. They plotting. They trying to figure out how they gonna get $500 to $1,000 a month on their books, or some legal fees or something like that taken care of. So right now he's getting people coming at him like that. I would just want to warn him and his family, when you put money on people's books and stuff like that you don't know, is to watch out, because 1 or 2 of those niggas are rats. They're informants. They're going to be offering them drugs and stuff like that, because trust me, the cops and the DAs and all of them, they don't play fair. And they will send a snitch and a rat to get up under you, to try to get you to buy some drugs and to get you set up to mess up your conditions in there. And so I hope Diddy is street smart enough, got somebody that's in his ear, that when he was over there walking in Harlem taking pictures, where he knew he was about to go to prison, where he was walking around with one of those dudes and they were giving him game. Like, this is who's in there right now. This is who gonna look out for you. We know they're people. They're people gonna make sure you good in there. And if you gotta get some drugs or whatever, only get the drugs from this person, because he's solid. Because you go in there trying to buy drugs and get drugs from anybody, from a guard to anybody that's in there, be careful, because you're taking a chance again. Because if they catch you in there buying drugs again, that appeal that you got going to the 2nd District, definitely going to get shot down. And then you're going to start off at a fucking federal pen, which right now you got game to possibly be at a medium pen. If you're convicted of these crimes and get less than 20 years. 20 years or less. Yeah.